Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. True God in Another World, Tensura x Tbate, by Tempest_King_20. Chapter 6. Save the Dragon. Sylvia Pav. As soon as my eyes met this person, a pang of recognition washed over me, reminding me of Agrona's bad luck. Despite being human, there was an air of otherworldliness surrounding him, a unique mindset when it came to harnessing the force of mana. Awestruck, I racked my memory, searching for any recollection of encountering a human with such mastery over mana. Yet, no answer presented itself. I couldn't recall ever crossing paths with an individual who possessed the foresight to absorb mana while in motion, to harness it seamlessly during the throes of combat. It was a skill that seemed commonplace among our kind, the elven and dwarven races, but a rarity among the lesser races, particularly humans who often awoke to their magical abilities later in life. However, it wasn't solely his unorthodox manipulation of mana that captivated my attention. It was the sheer audacity to willingly fracture his own bones, only to rebuild them through the infusion of both mana and ether, bestowing upon himself an unparalleled strength and resilience. Such a concept would have never crossed the minds of anyone belonging to the lesser races. And above all else, it was his unparalleled ability to sense, perceive, and manipulate the very essence of ether that left me truly astounded. This was something exclusive to my clan, the Indrith clan, and set us apart. To witness a mere child, barely 4 years old, tapping into the formidable power of ether was nothing short of extraordinary. Such revelations led me to believe that this child, this enigmatic being, was anything but ordinary. Initially, I attempted to delve into his memories, hoping to unlock insights into his true nature, but to my unyielding frustration, an invisible barrier obstructed my every attempt, preventing me from gaining access. Determined, I widened my perspective, scanning the surroundings in a fervent quest to uncover the reason behind this vexing obstruction. To my astonishment, I discovered that the very fabric of ether, the lifeblood coursing through our world, swirled and gyrated around him with an ardent yearning, resembling a mesmerizing cluster of fireflies dutifully obeying his every command. Ether and mana intertwined, creating a sublime and ethereal dance of energy that encircled the child, effectively transforming his immediate universe, bending and distorting reality to suit his mere existence. It was as if the world itself shifted and morphed solely to cater to his undeniable presence. As he drew closer, initiating our interaction, it became increasingly apparent that this child defied all conventional notions of youthfulness. Every aspect about him contradicted his tender visage, the air of unwavering confidence exuding from his poised demeanor, the eloquence in his speech that rivaled even the most seasoned orator, and an elusive aura that seemed to command the reverence of even the mightiest of kings. All these elements pointed towards a being far surpassing his chronological years. Could he perhaps be a reincarnation, like his brother? I pondered inwardly, with a glimmer of Agrona's enigmatic presence flickering at the periphery of my thoughts. Or was this a wholly separate phenomenon, a prodigious anomaly that defied all understanding? The elusive answers eluded me, and I realized that extracting them from his singular presence alone would prove to be a fruitless endeavor. When he finally revealed his true identity, deftly concealing certain facets from me, I made the conscious decision not to pry further. Initially, my intentions revolved around bequeathing my cherished inheritance, my very will, to him. However, upon careful consideration, I discerned that he had no need for such guidance, prompting me to bestow it upon his brother instead. Resigned to my impending demise, engulfed by the bitter realization that salvation was an unattainable dream, a twinge of regret nestled within the deepest recesses of my being. I yearned to witness my child's growth, to experience the tender joys and bittersweet moments that life had to offer, and yet, those aspirations were now but fleeting whispers in the darkness of my heart. But little did I expect that it would be this extraordinary being before me who would emerge as the harbinger of respite from my inevitable fate. "Sylvia, I have good news. Seal has found a way to save you," Rimuru declared, his radiant smile casting a dim light amidst the suffocating darkness that had once shrouded my world. Rimuru Pav. Sylvia looked at me with a mix of skepticism and concern, her eyes fixed on the wound on her chest. "Are you sure you can save me?" she said, her voice low and fragile. "I mean, this is a wound that I couldn't even heal, and you're telling me you have a plan to save me?" I took a deep breath, determined to ease her worries. Yes, I'm sure, I said firmly. I have a plan that will heal you completely. She frowned, as if trying to find a flaw in my words. But what about my enemies? She said. They're still outside, looking for me. If you save me, not only you but also your family will be in danger. I flashed her a reassuring smile. I assure you, they won't, I said. Everything is under control, don't worry. She opened her mouth to say something, but I interrupted her gently. Don't you want to see your daughter grow up? I said, trying to focus her attention on something more positive. As a mother, it must mean the world to you. Sylvia's expression softened, a glimpse of longing appearing in her eyes. Of course I do, she said, her voice barely above a whisper. But I don't want to make things worse for you and your family. You won't, I said, my tone filled with conviction. Trust me. She hesitated for a moment, then nodded slowly. Fine, she said. Tell me your plan. But remember, my priority is to keep you and your loved ones safe. Taking a deep breath, I began explaining the details. As you have planned, give my brother your will. An eyebrow raised, Sylvia's voice dripped with skepticism. You know this will weaken me, right? I nodded solemnly. Yes, I know. After you give your will to Arthur and when your pursuers come for you, you need to take drastic measures. You need to blow up your body, preventing them from using it in experiments. It's a sacrifice, I understand that. And the moment your body explodes, your soul will come to me. Confusion washed over Sylvia's face, interrupting my explanation. Wait a minute. I still don't understand how this plan will actually save me. It sounds like you're asking me to die, and I'm not even sure how you'll make sure my soul goes to you. I let out a frustrated sigh. Please, let me finish explaining. Yes, it can be considered that you will die. But rest assured, I have a plan to ensure your soul comes to me. I will create a soul corridor, a connection between us, so that when you die, your soul will be transferred to me. You won't be able to communicate or interact with anyone but me. You'll be inside my mind, with me. And as soon as I think the situation is safe, I will revive you. Sylvia sighed, her expression a mix of contemplation and worry. She was evaluating the risks, considering the consequences. Finally, she voiced her concern. Are you sure this won't be a burden for you? Carrying the weight of my presence, witnessing everything you do or see. I mean, I'll be there, even when you're with your girlfriend. Her mischievous tone turned the statement into a light tease, a feeble attempt to lighten the heavy topic. I couldn't help but smile at our banter, appreciating the momentary relief amidst the seriousness of our discussion. I never expected you to be such a pervert, peeking at intimate moments between couples, I teased in response. Indignantly, Sylvia retorted, Hey, don't call me a pervert. Smiling at our banter, I acquiesced, all right. Let's focus on the task at hand.